Wildcats Radio 1290. Brought to you by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived. This is the home of the Arizona Wildcats. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And welcome to our first post game of this 2023 season. I am David Kelly, joined back in the CNWT with my guys, Glenn Howe, U of A football class of 1985, Kelvin Ifan, U of A football class of 1998. Arizona opens the 2023 season with a 38-3 win over the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks. You just heard from head coach Jed Fish, and he described this game as weird. And I would absolutely agree with that statement. And it started, guys, from the very first drive for me when Arizona came out and felt like they wanted to establish the run, which was something that I was exactly. I mean, we obviously the first play of the game was a short pass, which, basically is kind of part of their running game. But then after that, Jonah Coleman, Michael Wiley. I mean, I kind of described it as the Mitch McConnell offense, man. This whole entire game, man, they were conservative as hell.
Yeah. I thought I was just very surprised. I'm a little disappointed that, I wanted my 40 points, but they actually really had 31 on offense. One, special teams TD. But, we were pretty vanilla, man. I don't think that Jed wanted to show anybody anything. We didn't even went to the tight end one time, and that was it. I mean, we didn't show any unusual formations. There was just basic vanilla tonight, and I think that's what he was planning on doing, and let us just pound the ball a little bit and put a little bit physical with them, and we win the ball game and get out of there with no injuries.
Well, you know how it is. The first game is always like that glorified scrimmage. And so in that scrimmage, you don't like to show everything that you have. You have to keep everything close to vest because you're getting ready to play some top competition. So you get ready to go out and play in Mississippi State. You got to be able to have some plays ready that they don't know, and they don't know what's coming. So excited to see that. But that was a good win today.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at coming into this game, you wanted to establish yourself on the season. You wanted to right what had happened 2 years ago in the loss, and I think they did that right away. I kind of categorized it, guys, as an NFL preseason game. That's kind of what it felt like to me. It was like we know we're better than this team, and we're not going to necessarily have to do a whole lot to win this game. But the fact that Northern Arizona kind of controlled the clock, I think, for most of that first half, and I think they ended, in fact, with over 10 minutes more in time of possession than Arizona. It kind of made it feel a little dicey going into that second half when you were only up 11 points.
Yeah, and they try to run the ball a little bit, and it looked like they couldn't run the ball anyway. And we played. I think I was really happy with our defense of being kind of like stingy, just didn't want to give up a lot of big plays, and them being able to be physical. I thought they were very, very physical tonight. And the first time in a long time that I saw our defensive backfield being very, very physical. And I don't know if that's a Dwayne Aquina thing, because, Dwayne always is like, his intensity on the sideline, Kelvin, wasn't that just like crazy? It was like,
it's like old times.
Yeah, it's like, we wanted to get out there, strap him up, and get out there too. I mean, it was just like he was just yelling and screaming and just getting them fired up. And I think that is rubbing off on our guys as far as physicality.
You gotta love Dwayne Aquina, man. I've heard him talk maybe twice, and I can't imagine having been a player, man, when he was here the first time.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, I was in that. Trust me, I was in those meeting rooms with him as a cornerback in my years. Played a little bit of cornerback for 3 or 4 games, and trust me, he was fired up, always excited about football. You know, one of those guys that really appreciate coaching, that understands that he gets to make a living doing something that he loves, and that's exactly how I see Coach Aquina. It's great to have him on that sideline because his energy is real, and you've seen it infecting those guys.
And he expects excellence. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
He expects excellence, and then you can see our guys that are really developing back there, and that's for all the other coaches too that are coaching the DBs, and those guys you give those a tribute to their progress to them too, and getting our physicality I just really liked.
All right, it is 38-3 was the final in this ball game. Lots in store for you coming up tonight on this post-game show. We'll give you the highlights on tonight's ball game. We'll recap our keys to the game, what we thought the Wildcats needed to do to win this contest tonight, as well as our best bets. We'll find out if anybody is cashing any tickets tonight from this ball game, and a whole lot more. We'll go back to the stadium. You'll hear from head coach Jed Fish. You'll hear from some of the players as well on this one. We most of all, though, want to hear from you. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. We are streaming on all of our platforms. It looks like I've got one up here, the Facebook stream, looking very good right now. We're streaming on Twitter. We're on Twitch. We've got
we're
everywhere.
Fitch, we're on Titch. We're on everything.
Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So wherever you want to go to join the conversation, you can message us on all of those platforms and about what you thought about this ball game tonight. Is very interesting because I sent out a tweet during the game that I thought that what I just said, guys, that I thought that this was it had the feel of an NFL game, an NFL preseason game. And one of the comments I got back, and let me find this real quick right here, because again, it's you gotta love how everybody sees these things differently. Brad Rees says it's freaking NAU. This was probably about the time it was 14-3 early in the second half. It's freaking NAU. No excuses. Fish is getting outcoached. I mean that's exactly. I mean and I think there are people that kind of felt that way. And I mean we talked about this, Glenn, on the pregame show, that we thought 50 points. 50 points was going to be what we wanted to see. It just didn't kind of materialize that way from the scoring side. But I never really felt like Arizona wasn't in control of this game tonight.
Yeah, I think they were always in control of the game, even when it was like 14-3 and they were ready to come in and score again. I thought they was going to get close, but I thought we were in pretty good control because I think our defense played better than I've seen them play in a long time. A long time. And I know, yes, it's NAU, but we decided that we're not going to let them in the end zone. And that was a good thing.
Well, NAU came in here and obviously won 2 years ago. And as we mentioned in the pregame show, 4 years ago, they came in here and scored 41 points.
Yeah.
And I had said before, I said 37-14 would be the score. So it's right around 38 points. I think NAU, what did you say, stabbed itself in the toe a couple times because they was right there. They had an opportunity to score. But I never thought that it would really be an issue of whether or not Arizona will win this game or not. And I don't really think that NAU really gave them a big challenge early in the game. You got to realize, everybody's tough in the beginning of the games. They're college scholarship guys as well, so you're not just going to beat them up like that from the beginning.
I did not see an announced here's the attendance tonight. The announced attendance, 48,159 tonight for the home opener.
Yeah, it looked at one time, I looked up and I said there was a lot of people in there. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was really good.
Jaden Delore finished this game 18-24, 285 yards. He threw 3 touchdown passes, 1 interception on the game. He was sacked once. He got hit pretty hard on one particular run. And again, that is not advisable.
Yeah, that was something that he could have just thrown the ball out of bounds, throw it out of the end zone. But
the one where he ran the ball, tried to run over the guy.
That's what I'm saying. But he could have.
He just could have got down.
He could have got down, but he could have thrown the ball out of bounds before he ran. He could have just took it and just.
But I say take the yards, but get down.
But
take the yards, but get down.
He wanted to truck the guy because there was a couple trucks before that.
Yeah, it was. Mike, for a while, running backs, guys that are built to do that.
Yeah.
DJ
so and Coleman.
I guarantee you the coach. I guarantee you the coach and other leaders on the team and say, "Hey, bro, don't do that."
Yeah.
You have to be smarter than that. We have a whole season to think about. Running over a guy at NAU for a highlight isn't the thing. It's just not it.
You got to be smarter than that.
Well, that was one of the things, guys, going into spring ball was they were talking about, how Jaden had put weight on, and that was one of the things because he wanted to be able to be a little bit more physical. That's fine, putting that weight on to be able to take hits, but I don't need you out there as my quarterback, trying to run people over.
Well, DK, let me tell you this. One of the problems with that is now that's on film. Mm-hmm. And the DBs are going to be looking for you to be aggressive, and they're all going to be trying to, I ain't going to say headhunt, but they're all going to try to put a lick on you because they think you're going to try to embarrass them and put a lick on them. So it's one of those double-edged swords that, you put that on film, but you also putting a target on your back for these DBs from these other teams to try to come up and make a hit on you. And the other thing, the coaches could say, hey, he's a runner when he comes out the pocket. He had a 53-yard run. He almost ran over a guy in the first game versus NAU, so you get less protection a lot of the times when you're known more as a runner or scrambling type of quarterback. So to me, right there, you have to be smart.
You don't get no sympathy.
If you have long-term goals for real of going to a real bowl game, you show that as a leader and a captain of the team by doing the right things at all times. And to me, that was one right there that he have to really watch out for because there's going to be times where he has to tell guys, hey, don't do this or don't do that. And you can't, as a leader, do that.
What about you? What are you doing?
And some people might say, well, no, he was just being physical and he was just making a play. But
that was not Ron DeSantis right there. That was not conservative.
So no, man, that's not it, man. As a leader of the team, you have to make a better play and a better decision than that.
Yeah. All right, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. We want to hear from you. What did you think of the Wildcats' 38-3 win over Northern Arizona? It is on to Mississippi State. We'll have more coming up for you. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day postgame show. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Bear down, Wildcats fans. This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it. Drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak. Driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home. And the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins. Throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three. Blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it. It's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellis, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Schreier. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's
We're
a
tied.
huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Schreier. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps out of the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big time.
Really on the field is a safety.
Yes. That's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Hebert, they just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
Let's try that one more time here.
You could just have Kelvin and Glenn sing. They're
well,
pretty
there
good
you
at
go. Well, maybe it's not. Is it not playing on that side? No. Okay. Well, we'll try that again later. We'll try it again later. The guys sang "Bear Down," and we'll get you that later in the show. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Let's go to the phones. Paul in Phoenix is on his way back from the game, riding the Cat Cruiser. Paul, I'm disappointed. I thought I was going to get to meet you today.
No, and you know what? I spaced it, but I tell you what, for the UTEP game, I will make it over there. Absolutely. I will definitely be there for sure.
What's up, Paul?
I do apologize. What's going on? Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
yeah,
we got you. We got you loud and clear.
Okay. Hey, there we go. So, hey, David, Glenn, Kelvin, J-Dub, guys, great job today. Hey, couple things. I had us winning by 41, okay? So I'm kind of bothered by Delores' interception when McMillan kind of turned the wrong way or whatever it may have happened, but that's okay. I'll forgive him. David, you hit it exactly right. This felt preseason-like, a game kind of preseason-y. It just seemed like we kind of went through the motions. We got a lot of good things done. I only had one good meltdown during the game, and that was when we got the roughing the kicker penalty. And then our defense decided to feel sorry for themselves. And it was like, come on, guys, don't feel sorry for yourself. But you could tell the defense was kind of like, oh, geez, we just get a good stop, and now we have to stay out here. And you can kind of, they felt like we're going to mope around a little bit. They gave up some extra yardage for NAU. But you know what? I'm kind of washed this one out of my system real quick, because when I heard, and I listened to everything that Brian Jeffries and Lamont Lovett say, and even Dana Cooper, those guys are great. When they mentioned that Mississippi State, their 22 starters, 20 of them are seniors or grad students.
Wow.
That makes me a little nervous. Okay, so I tell you what, we've got some work to do, but we will find out next Saturday. The barometer is next Saturday. Let's see what this team's made of. This was a good dress rehearsal. And I'm happy. It makes the trip back to Phoenix a lot easier. And I tell you what, we got a lot of work to do. And I think Coach realizes we need to work on Jaden a little bit. We need to calm him down. I think he's going to be fine. But I wish we could have seen a little bit more of Noah more in the fourth quarter instead of with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. But that's just my opinion. But anyway, guys, thanks again. Bear down.
Good. Yeah, there you go, Paul. Bear down. And you guys have a say. How many people are on the bus tonight?
There's probably about 25 of us on the bus right now.
All right.
So
well, I'm sure you guys are having a good time.
Good turnout.
There you go. Well, safe travels back up there. We look forward to meeting you before the UTEP game.
You got it. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Thanks, Paul.
Well, I had a bunch of meltdowns in that game. I think I melted down every time there was a personal foul, and multiple Upshaw back-to-back personal fouls.
Yeah,
roughing the quarterback. I mean, there were way too many 15-yard personal fouls, and it kind of reminded me of the scrimmage a few weeks ago, which was a penalty fest. At the first look, the night scrimmage that they had, that stuff has to go. Now you don't have Gunnar Maldonado for the first half at Mississippi State because he got ejected for targeting in that ball game. So those are types of things that just cannot happen. You got to be smarter. I mean, that was a clear targeting hit, in my opinion, by Gunnar Maldonado. And now you take yourself out of the biggest game of the season to this point.
Well, I was just talking about it, leadership. I mean, he's another guy that we're looking to for leadership on the defensive side of the ball, and those are just mistakes that you can't do when you're trying to get to a bowl game, when you have to go on the road and play a team like Mississippi State that's an SEC opponent. So, yeah, it's just little things that these guys have to clean up. When you're a winner, it's little things that you don't do to again, make you have setbacks. So I just think it's things that the team have to do as far as the season goes along to really tighten up on those little things so it don't end up becoming Achilles heel.
Yeah. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Phil, you are on the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day postgame show.
Brothers, good evening to you. And, man, it's good to hear you guys back here doing it again. And yes, I'm Phil. I'm a brother to Paul. Paul, enjoy your M&Ms on the road trip back home. But here's I'm very much an optimist. I'm a native Tucsonan. I'm a homer, no doubt. But I think, Coach said it. It was a weird game because it ultimately landed up being a pretty decent score. But it was, for some of us, we were thinking, well, it should have been this score. It should have been 33-3 at the half. Why? Why? It's the first game out. At the half. And it seems to me there's a lot of people wiser than me. It's the first game out. At the half. Maybe it seems to me there's a lot of people wiser than me. It's the first game out. At the half. Maybe it seems to me there's a lot of people wiser than me. It's the first game out. At the half. Maybe it seems to me there's a lot of people wiser than me. A couple of people first game out. At the half. Maybe it seems to me there's a lot of people wiser than me. A couple of people first game out. At the half. Maybe it seems to me there's a lot of people wiser than me. A couple of people first game out. And then with the goal line stance, and then with the goal line stance that they all could put on the front of their jerseys and just said stud defense. And then with the goal line stance, they're still up against guys who may be as big as them. And then with the goal line, they're still up against guys who may be as big as them. And then with the goal line, they're still up against guys who may be as great as them. And then with the goal line, they're still up against guys who may be as great as them. And then with the goal line, they're still up against guys who may be as great as them.
something that the team needed to see. That's what, when you play these games early in the year, those are some of the things you need to see. But because you're emphasizing run to the ball all summer, all through the spring ball, and the guys do it, and now they get to see, okay, run to the ball, but remember to do all your check downs.
Yes.
Make sure you do your job first, to watch out for reverses, to watch out for the throwbacks, and to watch out for those screens.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290, the number to get in on the program. We will have the highlights highlights from tonight's game. We'll hear from head coach Jed Fish, as well as some of the players, all coming up for you. We're with you for about another hour and a half. If you want to get in, once again, you can get in by calling that number. You can text that number, 520-848-1290. You can interact with us on any of our social media accounts. We are live on Facebook right now. We are live on Twitter, Twitch, as well as YouTube. This is the Meridian Wealth Management post-game show. I'm David Kelly, along with Glenn Howe and Kelvin Efon. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290. This is the Meridian Wealth.
Bear down, Wildcats fans. This is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Brought to you by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived. This is the home of the Arizona Wildcats. Wildcats Radio 1290.
The Window Depot is proud to sponsor the first look at today's game and would like to invite Arizona Wildcat fans to visit one of their Tucson warehouses. The Window Depot provides over 1,000 in-stock vinyl windows, interior and exterior doors, plus granite and quartz countertops, and a huge selection of custom cabinetry, all at the lowest prices in town. Consider the Window Depot your MVP when it comes to your home improvement needs. Stores are open Monday through Saturday, or order online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership